Howdy, it's Sunny the Dummy. Reading can take you places you have never been before. From the comfort of your home, you can go to places like Narnia or Hogwarts. As the author George R. Martin apparently said at some point during his career, a reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. When you read, you get the chance to immerse yourself in the world of someone else and imagine what the characters, settings, and other things look like. The thing is, the imagination is very subjective, and one person's mental image is not the same as yours or mine. And that's the issue I've been having while reading The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Yes, there is some fantastic fan art out there, but nothing really fits the image that I have of the characters, at least mentally. So I decided to take matters into my own hands and make my own fan art. Starting with the cruel prince in question, Cardan. In the book, he's the youngest prince and honestly, one of the shattiest individuals I've read about. Although he gets better with time, although I don't like to admit it, I've had a hard time moving past how mean and out of pocket he was throughout the entire book. And for no actual, valid reason. In the book, he's described to have moon-like skin, which makes me think of someone with bluish undertones, but still very pale and, for lack of better words, pasty. He has sharp cheekbones, sharp features, dark hair that shines like copper in torchlight. His hair also seems to have some sort of texture to it. It's described to have curled around his face at some point. He has black eyes, and that's pretty much it, except the fact that he also has pointy ears and a tail, which is pretty irrelevant with the drawing that I'm doing right now. So I chose to draw this part in chapter 16 where he's at a party and he's just lying on the grass, because that genuinely sounds like a really pretty scene to see. When I was imagining it in my head, it just sounded like very peaceful, even though the situation wasn't at all. The passage in the book says, and I quote, "Cardan is laying on a blanket, his head toppled back and his loose white shirt unbuttoned. Although it is still early in the night, he appears to be very drunk. His mouth is flaked with gold." The imagery of a person with very pale skin, dark hair, dark eyes, so a person with really sharp contrasts and gold on their face just seems like a really inspirational moment for me. So I really wanted to depict that in the drawing that I'm making right now. But I'm going to be completely honest with you. I forgot the part where it says that he was laying on a blanket, so poor Prince is just going to have to live without it for now. But, oh well, it is what it is. As Hannah Montana says, nobody's perfect. She also followed that up by saying, I've got to work it again and again till I get it right, but I'm not Hannah Montana, and I do not have the time or work ethic to go back and fix it. To be honest, this drawing is what got me out of art block. I've been struggling for a while working on my VTuber model, which, by the way, stay tuned for that. It's going to be pretty litty, if I do say so myself. And I just wasn't getting anywhere with it, and that was just really frustrating. I pretty much didn't want to pick up a pen and work on it, so I honestly don't know what possessed me to draw this good. And it turned out really good. And I can't stop thinking to myself, damn, you did that. While I look at it, it's pretty good. But anyways, back to the drawing at hand. I decided to give Cardan a little bump on his nose. First of all, because I imagine him having one. it just feels right. He seems like the type of character that would have a little bump on his nose. But I also think that it adds some character to the drawing. I don't think that it would have the same vibe without it. I kept his features pretty sharp to match his personality. Same with the look that he gives the viewers, or the person that's looking at the drawing. It's pretty smug. It's also, at the same time, alluring and, in some ways, charming. Because if there's one nice thing that I can say about Carden is that he is charming. He seems like the type to be able to talk himself out of any situation, even though he can't lie, as it has been stated that Faye can't do, in the book at least. And he is. In the book, he is so charming that he just speaks himself out of these bad situations. And it's really fitting. Holly Black, you did a fantastic job. Anyways, back to the drawing. Grass. I was honestly a little worried about this part. If you've seen my Instagram or know me personally, you would know that I'm really into Genshin Impact, meaning that I have no experience with touching grass or seeing it at all. But luckily Procreate has a brush for that, so we stay thankful. Honestly, I'm really proud of this and happy that the people that follow me and other people that don't have seemed to like it on Instagram. By the way, link is in my description for my Instagram. Follow me there. So I'm just happy that other people seem to enjoy it too. And that concludes the video. I might be making this into a series, so make sure to comment what you think and what you would like to see next on this channel. It's still very new. This is literally the first video, so it would be nice to know what people think. Stay safe and don't be a stranger. Peace!